Hello fellow creators, it's Bluebrad here. I just want to give you guys a quick tutorial. This tutorial is to get you some nice effects over the top of a live paint. And I know some people have some struggles with live paint and don't want to destroy or distract from their original live paint, so they can come back and manipulate things, change it up, and it won't be destroyed, so that they have more control over what they can do. So one of the effects that I want to show you here is I did this to the effect. And this is still just a live paint object with its original content still here. If you ever need to trim it, what you can do is come in here and do some trimming work by selecting your paths and then clipping them here, and you can do that. That's one way to do it. I always just like to leave it to the square that it is, because most of the time I'm moving it around as an element that's going to be actually embedded as a symbol. Or I save it as an Illustrator document with PDF compatibility and import it as into another Illustrator project as the solid object. So without further ado, let me go ahead and switch over here to my other layer here that is just the live paint. And let me go ahead and save real quick so I don't have any issues. We'll just save it as the blank document. And all right, so what I want to do is actually I want to have both my layers and appearance out at the same time, because we're going to use those two layers, those two files, two panels. Sorry. Really wish it would automatically recognize the edge of the screen. All right. So I'm going to expand this out. And what I've done is I created the original group, which was the symbol group. And then I simply just added a square, grouped those two again. And then I went in here and I trashed that square from that group. That gives me a little bit more control over how many different layers of things I can do. I just like to do that so that the top group is what I'm going to mess with, and this will be my text or FX group. So that's my FX group. This is my live paint, and then the original live paint below. I don't mess with that layer. Oh, this is a text. Sorry. So we'll have that text, and then this is the live paint of all the text. All right. So I'm going to select the circle to select the appearance. Then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to add a stroke. What most people get the problem with is when they add a stroke, it adds it to every line that even goes through the effect. So what we want to do is I want to scale this up to a 3-point stroke. Actually, let's go 6 so that we can match what I did before. It's a really heavy stroke. Then I want to take this stroke and go path, offset path, and I want it 2.5 pt. So it still overlaps just a little bit, but as you see here, it still has the line in between. There's actually a little trick that we could do to get rid of that. So if we have the stroke selected, make sure it's the stroke and not the offset path. So I'm going to make sure that's highlighted. Then I'm going to go Pathfinder, and I'm going to go to exclude. We might have to draw, yeah. So I drag exclude up in the layer of the appearance palette, and look at that, it's removed. Now there's no effect breaking it apart. I still see that there's a little bit of a glitch here, so I'm going to go ahead and use my pen tool and figure out why. So it's that corner there. So I'm going to undo. We're going to reset this corner. Then I'm going to delete it. So that looks cleaner. Don't know why the eye had that problem, but it did. And then sometimes you might get this problem where something's a little too close to each other and it's overlapping. The other thing that we could do is with your object selected, make sure that group is selected for your FX layer. I can select the stroke, and then we can go to Pathfinder again, and we could do merge. That did something weird to the O's and the E's and that. So what I'm going to make sure I'm going to do is put the merge on top. Now the effect that I get is the inside of anything is like a sticker. So the sticker cut line will not be affected. You can use this for a sticker cut line too, because let me show you that. If I keep offsetting the stroke, we can actually have it set up to where, gotta find out where it goes here. It's not working. Let me undo. There is a way. I'm trying to remember how to do it. I'll have to make another tutorial later. But this way now I actually can fully control and select my original objects here and move them, and they're actually still posable because the effects is only on top of the original. It's actually still just the original outline text with the lines going through it and the live paint to color it. I hope this tutorial helps, and if you have any questions, please reach out to me and I'll be ready to take comments and maybe make another tutorial for you guys. Thank you. Have a great day and stay creative.